Aloha and welcome to Coco Joy Sanctuary. Gosh, I'm just sitting right here and I'm looking up where there is so much caterpillars. And it's the last 2 years, there was really like no abundance of butterflies. And so I rebuilt my whole entire garden. And it kind of reflects on what you're going through in life. Your garden is really your soul of life. How you plant it, how you design it, what you put on it to, really give you your own lifestyle. And when I look around, it's just so much abundance of love and great energy. And most of all, you know, how much my miracle micro bubble has changed not only me physically, from the inside out, as well as look at my garden is just thriving. And this is the energy that I'm always talking about, is sometimes when we say things negative or find things that's negative, and you look, why is it bothering you? The biggest thing that I have is, my pet peeve is when people are uninvited and they just decide because they want to do it. I don't know, maybe, who knows, but they come into my life uninvited, which now I understand that it took me 5 years to find and get rid of people that does that to me. If you're not welcome, because I'm working on a certain energy, whether it's my garden, whether it's cleaning my house, whether it's helping my clients with their dogs or stuff, respect my boundary. And that's one thing that people need to understand straight across the board on how we are really changing, because especially with technology, AI, and the computer and so forth, people are even face recognition, and so we losing that momentum of your real true self, your real identity, your real soul, because everything is just automatically, people assume, people have this way of thinking. For example, it's like during COVID, people who didn't get the shot were looked upon in a very different eyes. And now, look what's happening now. These people who didn't get it are pure-blooded. And there's so many different things that's coming out, whether it's some kind of conspiracy theory or some kind of truth, whatever it is. But the truth comes down to really protecting your soul, really protecting your boundary. Whether people's going to hate it or love it, that's what you need to be strong upon, and giving you this guidance, because if you don't, you can't find, most of all, peace and happiness. And that comes from really taking charge of who you are, and what you want to be. Like the Brady Bunch, remember that song? And so it's really about, and it took me a while, because why it took me off island 10 years ago and living in LA is because I needed to get a different perspective. Here in the islands, no matter, we're part of the United States, as some people say, and some people, we are still a different territory, and so we need to really give yourself your own boundary, your own territory, whether you are renting a place or have your own place. It's your place, it's your haven, it's your peace of mind. So, I was just really meditating today and looking like, oh my God, now I can create this. I can create my rose garden, something I missed in LA, and they don't have it. They used to have one out in Waikiki, the Queen Lily Okalani Rose Garden, and that's gone, And so I just feel that, with that same idea and energy, they have that along with some vegetables, and bringing my piece of Coco Joy into my own haven and my own sanctuary. So, It's really about me. I'm I know, which is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing for my personal life, is being too giving and too letting things go. And so now I know what I want, and it's so funny because when I was 50 years old, I went to Japan, and I couldn't understand why that Bonsan, the priest, told me, you know, at your age, you're celebrating 50, but why are you doing this? And that made me think, you know, and it made me think to realize what he was saying is really find the truth of you. No matter how much traveling or how much places you go, eat, take pictures and stuff like that, is it only for social media, or is it only for you to really gain your knowledge, your power, and most of all, finding yourself? You can be finding yourself at 10 years old, or you can be finding yourself at 50 years old, or 60, or even 80. But finding yourself and creating your sanctuary, your boundary, and putting things that makes you, because this little tiny period we have in your life, if you're going to be living for others, making this so-called character out there, because we do get paid in social media, or we do, want XYZ on TikTok or so forth. But most of all, is that you? Or is that a persona that you want to create? Or you can just create within. Oh my God, look at the butterfly. It's just crazy how much butterflies and caterpillar. This energy, you can't buy it. Honestly, you have to create it. So that's what I want to share with you, because we have so much coming up with not only with Coco Joe, but also the lifestyle of how you can bring your true identity, your true self, and your true wisdom to help people who are looking for answers. I mean, I did go through some phases, and the energy is changing, the vibration is changing, and most of all, you need to change with the time. So stay tuned for more gardening tips, more cooking tips, and more Miracle Micro Bubble tips as well too. So stay tuned, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you, and most of all, share the aloha. It's butterfly garden. Look at that. It's a beautiful picture.